Hello, Valley Villagers. This is Slasher Scotty, and this is my first video on Disney Dreamlight Valley. So I want to go into the developer update that happened back on Wednesday, and we are going to talk about the free update on the Mysteries of Skull Rock, a little bit about the Star Path, the Storybook Veil, the upcoming roadmap, and some more information. So let's go into the first section where we're going to talk about the free update. The first thing that you may have forgotten is that, no pun intended, the Forgotten is going to be becoming a villager in the Mysteries of Skull Rock. As you can see, we're going to be getting some quests. We're going to be getting some new decor, and as you can see, if you have missed it right here, there is going to be, when it comes up right here, we are going to be able to name our Forgotten and welcome him to the valley. So what would you like to name our Forgotten? I don't know what I'm going to go with yet, but I think, something mysterious might work. I think that would be pretty cool as well. Another thing a lot of people may have not noticed, and there are some comments about it being noticed as well, is Peter Pan. Peter Pan, as you could tell, he looks a little mischievous, a little villainy, and if you know, originally he was a villain in the original adaptation before Disney made it into a cartoon. But Peter Pan to me is giving Once Upon a Time villain vibes. If you remember, Robbie Kay played Peter Pan in Once Upon a Time, and I could see that. I mean, obviously he's not going to be a villain in this, but just by the look on his face, it does give villainous vibes. That's just one thing that you may have not noticed. Another thing that Peter Pan is going to be getting here, as you can see, he's going to be getting a new house that we can add into the valley. It looks like we are going to be getting a tree house for him. You can see it right here. It has like a swing, when you look inside the house, let me get there right here. Right here, and then you can see inside the house, it looks like there's something from the Lion King realm. It looks more 2D to me. And then it looks like Peter Pan is floating above, which he has some really cool animations. I really like his animations. And then we have, looks like the mines lantern there. Another 2D rope thing here. I don't know if that, obviously is part of his bunk bed here, but I don't know why they made that the rope there a little 2D-ish. And then we have like a fort here, kind of like one of those child tent forts. It looks like in his house, which is kind of interesting. And if you look right here, it looks like there's a top hat there. And if you remember from the Disney's Peter Pan movie, that John Darling wears a top hat. So that might be something interesting that maybe they'll throw into the quest line of the story. And then obviously we have some pictures here. I don't know why they gave Peter Pan such a... I mean, I understand the treehouse concept, but I don't know why they gave him such a I don't know, it just looks plain Jane to me, if that makes sense. It doesn't look really a lot involved in his house, like all the other Valley Villagers. Of course, you have a ladder. This is probably the way to get into the treehouse. As you can see, that the ladder stops here at the top, so it looks like you can go up and down to get in and out of the treehouse. The ladder continues to go downward, as you can see down there. This is Peter Pan's house. So I I expected our boy Peter to get something, a little better, I would say. But it is what it is. And then of course, Peter Pan, as you can see right here, Peter Pan flies in to the frame when we see him inside Skull Rock. One thing I've been wondering, and I've been thinking about this for a couple of days before I made this video, and I just couldn't find the answer, and hopefully it'll shed some light on this, but why can Peter Pan fly, but he can't leave Skull Rock? So was there like an enchantment? Was he cursed to stay in Skull Rock when the Forgotten, kind of took over into the Forgetting? So why can't he leave Skull Rock if he can fly? I mean, if you look at the the Skull Rock, it's enough to fly in and out of there. So why didn't he like fly out of Skull Rock? Like, why can't he fly to Skull Rock? So there might be some type of enchantment or a curse that happens as well. So that's going to be interesting to see if they put that into the story as well. Yeah, also, if one thing you should notice as well is that when we get the selfie mode here, you'll be able to sit down and take selfies. It looks like, as you could tell, like they're clicking this button right here, the one right here, and you can see that our character then smiles. So it looks like we can do selfie mode now while on the bench. Also, right here up at the top above the selfie and the on all the way to the right, there's like an icon there. So is that the way we get to sit down while in selfie mode, or maybe, just maybe, and I thought about this a day, like yesterday or so, when I was kind of dissecting the video and writing my script up, and I was thinking maybe Peter Pan, like we not just Peter Pan, but like we could, like whoever we have following us or hanging out with us, could we click that button and we switch? Our character becomes them, and that kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know if Gameloft would do that, but that would be kind of cool if they were to add that in. I think that would be pretty interesting. And that's really all for the free update in terms of content with Peter Pan. But more of the free update, we have the Star Path that we're going to be getting, which looks like the Star Path is going to be right here. It's going to be pirate themed. I'm kind of getting Mermaid Lagoon vibes with some pirate decor and pirate content. As you can tell, there's coral related color, like that pink color, like coral. We have a teal coloring there and all that. We have a pirate monkey here, who the pirate monkey is wearing a hat, and that hat is actually from Captain Amelia from Treasure Planet. Which is quite interesting. And then we have Goofy with the eye patch, kind of like a pirate Goofy. I kind of looked into this and tried to check if this was something that Disney did as an IP, but they don't, in terms of like movies and that. But it seems like this Goofy uses that eye patch and this costume for a lot of the Disney cruises and Disney meet and greets with him at the Disney parks. So that was quite interesting as well. And then we have a Minnie Mouse dream style, which, come on, Gameloft. We have like, what, 6, 7-ish dream styles for Minnie, and there is a lot of characters that don't have dream styles yet. So it would have been cool if we got a new mermaid attire, say for Ariel, while she's in mermaid form. Like, give her another, like, a different colored tail and or top or whatever, something. Or we could have done like, a mermaid style for Anna or Elsa. There's a bunch of female characters that are in the valley that don't have many or any at all dream styles. Like Anna and Elsa only have one. We could have done Goofy has quite a few too, so we could have done like a Kristoff, dream style with him, like, as a pirate. That would have been pretty cool. Stuff like that. But we, yeah. So and then as you can see, our avatar, we're gonna be getting. It looks like this. It looks like we're gonna be getting this type of pirate outfit. And I looked into this and I double checked and triple checked, and it looks like this pirate costume is what Elizabeth Swann, played by Keira Knightley, wears in Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Man's Chest, which is quite interesting as well. Also, some other items in the background, as you can see, that we're going to be getting. It looks like we're going to be getting a giant clam here, another archway, another gazebo, which we have a lot of gazebos and they do take up a lot of space, so I don't know why we're getting another gazebo, but it is pretty cool with the big shell up at the very top and everything. Looks like we're getting a bubble machine here, coming out of some type of coral or clam or something like that. We have a stove over here on the right, it looks like. It looks like we're getting some type of bench or a table. Another chair, a steering wheel that you would use on a pirate's ship, and over here back on the left close to the bubble machine, it looks like there's some type of, I don't know what that is, if that's like a wall or a seat or what that's going to be. It looks like something that Ariel would sit on, I would assume, but yeah, it looks like we'll be getting that as well. And I'm sure they have a bunch of other things planned as well. Of course, we're getting the pirate monkey companion, and we'll be getting stuff like that as well. And then also we have and also we have the animal companions. We'll be able to end up naming our animal companions that don't have a name. So, like for example, we would be able to name any of the squirrels, the rabbits, and all that stuff. The only ones that won't be able to be named are companions like Hee from Hee and Max, who's coming to the game. We'll get into that in a little bit, and Pua from Moana and all that. They can't be named because they're obviously characters from Disney IPs. But also Max is going to be coming to the game in terms of the premium shop with 4,500 moonstones. As you can see right there, Max is going to be getting. You'll be able to get him for 4,500 moonstones, and it comes with Max, of course. You get the Max's houseboat, the nautical fireplace as well, and I'm not sure if they give you if you can get anything else with it. But also with Max, as you can see right here, Max is going to be able to dig. And it looks like there are other things. You get a pet bed and all that as well. But Max will be able to dig up resources. As you can see, he's doing a seaweed there, stones, a coin. It looked like a dream shard was the last one as well. On top of that, there's going to be another new premium shop item that they listed here, which is the Neverland River Kit, which looks like it's going to be 3,750 moonstones, which just seems like that is the initial type of moonstone count that they do for like Disney IP items. And it comes with, like, as you can see, a rainbow up there and a really nice sized river, and that'll be interesting to add to our valley and interesting to see how that's going to come. And it looks like also the Casita wall set is going to be coming at 1,750 from the Encanto franchise as well. So it looks like those are some items we're going to be getting in the premium shop, and because they're showing it now in the developer showcase, it looks like we might be getting these items during week 1 of the release of the next update, the free update, which is going to be on June 18th. And then, of course, more about companions. Like I said, you'll be able to name your companions. You'll be able to level up your companions. They'll be able to get items. As you can see, these paw prints up here above the pumpkins. Those are items that the companions will be able to collect. So it looks like certain items they'll be able to collect, like as long as they have a paw print above it. And then you'll be able to level up your companions, which it looks like at level 2 they'll be able to get like 3 carrots, and this might change per companion because this is a rabbit. They get 3 carrots. Maybe the squirrels will get 3 peanuts because that's their favorite food. I don't know. And then level 3, it looks like an upgrade with a paw print. So it looks like that might be where you would be able to start having them collecting items in the valley with the paw print above the items. And then level 4 looks like an upgrade with a carrot, so that might be where they would be able to collect multiple items they'll be able to collect multiple items. And it looks like you'll be able to collect 4 items or so, like you do with your normal partners when they dig or mine and all that. And then it looks like level 5 is a red chest, which will contain items. Hopefully it'll be able to decorate or give a costume to your companion, but that'll be a lot of companions, and I'll have to keep updating that with every new companion that does come to the valley. So it might be a little interesting to see what's in that. I'm hoping it's not going to be like regular clothing or furniture items that we already have in the game that we buy from Scrooge's shop. That would be kind of a letdown. But yeah, other than that, that is all regarding companions. And then when we get into Storybook Vale, it looks, obviously we know that we're going to be getting Maleficent coming to the Vale along with Princess Aurora, and we'll be able to bring her over to the valley. We could put her in either of the 3 valleys. So that'll be interesting to see Maleficent and Princess Aurora coming. It looks like, and first of all, I want to let you know that the Storybook Vale will be titled The Unwritten Realms, and it will be coming out on July 9th, which is like 3 weeks after the free update that we're going to be getting with Peter Pan. So like I said, we're going to be getting Maleficent into the valley, and Princess Aurora will be coming to the valley as well. which they are giving her the iconic pink dress instead of the iconic blue one, which she still looks really good. That looks like that might maybe be her pose. I don't know. And then this is going to be her house skin, which I think her house skin is going to look really good next to Alice's because of the straw top. I think that'll be really cute. They will go hand in hand together. I already have Alice in my Forest of Valor, so I think I might be putting Princess Aurora also in the Forest of Valor next to Alice. And then I've been making my Glade of Trust my villain biome, only because I would make it the Forgotten Lands, but I made it the Glade of Trust because Mother Gothel's tree is there and you can't move it. So I have Hades there, I have Gaston there, I have Scar there, Ursula's there. So I think adding I'm also going to be adding Maleficent over there as well. And then right here, as you can see, we're going to be getting a new story arc for the Storybook Vale, where we're going to be, I guess, either rescuing Maleficent and Princess Aurora or something. I don't know how that's going to go. It's been a while since we've done part one, which is really cool. And it's going to be cool to see where this goes. Obviously, there's a feather here with glasses or goggles. We don't know exactly what this feather's going to be. It looks like a secretary of some sort underneath the veil or something. We're going back into the trials, maybe. I looked up this feather. He is not in any Disney IP, so I don't think he has anything. I think this is just something that Gameloft kind of came up with. And then we have, that's pretty interesting. And then, of course, they're going to be bringing back some puzzles that we can do with the Lore Keeper. Right here we have Peter Pan. We also have Inside Out. And we have Snow White, which is interesting. Here's my thoughts. And a lot of people have been talking about this. I thought about this, and I'm like, this is definitely going to happen. I think this is their way of quote unquote spoiling without spoiling, kind of hinting and teasing, and kind of the Easter egg of the next DLC is going to be the Evil Queen as the villain, and we're going to have Snow White come into the valley. I think that's what we're going to be getting. And then of course we're going to be getting new colored snippets. Which are black and white of all of the demons, of the birds, and of the frogs. And that's going to be really exciting as well. And if you don't have Storybook Vale, now is your time to get it, because it is on sale. If you do get Storybook Vale, you don't got to buy it, or even if you do have it, you don't got to buy it again for the next update, because it's included. But if you want to get Storybook Vale and you don't have it, you can get it on sale now, which I think would be awesome for you to play catch up on and get it on sale so you can be ready for Maleficent and Aurora coming to the valley. And now let's talk about the roadmap for the remainder of 2025. So it looks like we're going to be getting Inside Out in summer 2025, since we're getting Storybook Vale in the early part of July, and Peter Pan is coming out in June. Usually, and these are free updates, so usually it's every 2 months. So these are my guesses. I'm thinking we're gonna get the Inside Out update in August. And then autumn 2025, we're going to be returning to an enchanting realm. And I'm assuming we're going to be going back to the Beauty and the Beast realm. And as you can see in the picture, we have a Candelabra and we have a clock in the background with the grandfather clock. So I think we'll be getting Lumiere and Cogsworth coming to the valley. And then in winter 2020, so I think autumn will be probably October. And then winter 2025, I think will be December, where we usually get the DLC, which we'll be probably getting around this time. And also they'll be bringing for the free content Cinderella, where it says makes your dreams come true, with Cinderella's carriage in the picture. Interesting to note that it doesn't look like we're going to be getting any new realms. We'll be going back to the Beauty and the Beast realm, but as you can see in the summer one, it looks like that's Daisy's house, or in that area. As you can see, Daisy's desk there and all that. As you can see in winter 2025, we have Cinderella. And that's the main valley. It doesn't look like those are either of those are realms. And you can see glasses on Daisy's desk, which is quite interesting. I'm wondering if we're going to be getting from Inside Out sadness to the valley. And if we're getting sadness to the valley, I think it would balance it out if we got joy as well, kind of joy and sad. I think having those two coming to the valley would be a cool mix of, happy and sad, of course. So I think that would be really interesting as well. So yeah, and then of course in the fall of 2025, either October or November, we're gonna be getting the showcase that will be coming to the valley. Coming to their social media networks and that, because so we can find out what the next DLC is gonna be. We're gonna find out what the future holds going into 2026 as well. And on top of that, one last piece of note before I let you go is that it looks like with the next free update on June 18th, we're going to be getting cross save for the PlayStation users, which I'm a PlayStation user. So I'm excited to be getting cross save so I could also be able to play the game and that on my computer or on the Switch or whatever I want to play it on. So that'll be exciting. So yes, just as and to end it here, free update June 18th with Peter Pan coming, the Mysteries of Skull Rock, and then the DLC part 2 of the is going to be coming, the Unwritten Realm, on July 9th. Both are Wednesdays, and that is about it. Other than that, that's all I got for you, and thank you for watching. This is my first video on Disney Dreamlight Valley. I wanted to kind of switch it up a little bit, and with that said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the valley.